report it's a tag team with all the potential in the world. The only thing standing in between Robbie Roller, Kid Christian, and success might be that really tenuous handshake we just saw. Can these two men from two different tag teams trust each other to deal with one of the great tag teams in independent wrestling today?
And that's the thing, Colin, is up until about a week ago, Robbie Roller was preparing for this match with his partner, BROtein, who suffered a training injury preparing for this match, and asking Kid Christian live on the UWA Elite All Access podcast, Kid Christian comes and saves the day and offers a team with Robbie Roller.
Well, like I said, will it be enough? Because these two dudes right here are no joke.
Not at all. From the mean streets of South Philadelphia are Dave McCall and Nate Carter, the Dub Boys, making their debut as the only tag team to represent Team World.
I'll tell you what, TJ Marconi looking like a genius for picking the Dub Boys on one of the hottest streets of any tag team in the world right now. Fresh off. I'm sorry, I was in the middle of a thought, but then I I blanked out for a second. I thought Rich Reed was rapping. Oh, that couldn't have happened.
Oh, no, that most certainly did. Rich Reed with quite the introduction to the Dub Boys.
And as I was saying, fresh off a main event showing for the prestigious Combat Zone Wrestling Tag Team Championships just a couple of weeks ago. The Dub Boys, Nate Carter, Dave McCall, set for action against Robbie Roller and Kid Christian. Both guys very, very accustomed to tag team success. But like you said, Eric, with other partners.
And that's the thing, is the dynamic that we're going to have to pay attention to this entire match.
Wait a minute,
wait, are we having a dance battle? That's called a dab.
I'm 34.
That's a dab. That's also a dab. Kid Christian is currently dabbing the Dub Boys. He's dabbing the Dubbies.
It's a dub dab?
Dub dab.
Jib jab.
And now he's calling on Dave McCall. The size differential here is astronomical. Kid Christian usually finding himself as an underdog, but even maybe more so in this situation. As I was saying before, Kid Christian not knowing if he can truly trust Robbie Roller based on his history here in the UWA Elite.
Well, he better figure that out real quick, because this is the first of 5 matches in a best-of-5 series. When Worlds Collide was how we started, and here we are at UWA Elite versus the World, Volume 3. And a nice headlock takeover by Dave McCall. Controlling, like you said, the smaller Kid Christian. What does Christian have to do to try to create some separation here?
He's going to have to stay low, he's going to have to use his speed and agility, and he's going to have to go more in the high-flying, risk-taking area, because he needs to be able to utilize his body weight to the best of his ability, and against a man like Dave McCall, that can be very difficult without the right momentum behind him.
And just look at the size differential in that collar and elbow tie-up. Kid Christian, one of the smaller competitors we've ever seen in UWA Elite. Not counting the size of his heart, of course, but Dave McCall, 6'4", and a premier athlete. Apologies to Tony Nese.
Oh! Kick to the midsection. Dave McCall looked like he had everything under control, but Kid Christian able to find an opening here.
And that's what he needs to do, the misdirection, stick and move, exactly what you were talking about. Dave McCall having to regroup as Kid Christian tags in Robbie Roller, but not before it. Oh! That was a tornado satellite DDT to the outside.
And the story for me is that Kid Christian willingly tagged in Robbie Roller with no hesitation, realizing what's on the line here.
Swag Airlines takes flight, only gets a little bit of Nate Carter. Nate McCarter built like built like a tank. What Rich Reed said.
Listen, Roller he's a cruiserweight, but he is not the size of Kid Christian. You get a man flying over the top rope at you, no matter how hard he hits you, you're going down.
And that big leg drop. Robbie Roller, only 26, 27 years of age, but already you turn around. That 10-year, 11-year veteran of this business, Eric Cordes.
Yeah, and that's the age gap between him and Kid Christian as well. Kid Christian's only 17 years old. Are they going to trust one another?
Well, Christian took a moment.
And he nails him right in the solar plexus with his lower back there.
So far,
1, 2.
Tag team continuity working out well for this mashup team. One half of Swag Me, one half of the Destined ones. Is that the Destined to be mean? The Swaggy ones? What are we doing?
I think just Kid Christian and Robbie Roller's fine.
You think so? Oh, not now!
Kid Christian did not see Nate Carter sneak back in. Referee Ryan T making sure he's in his corner, but is the damage done?
Oh, outside shoulder up for Kid Christian, and that is the difference, just the slight differential in team continuity between two very good to great wrestlers teaming for the first time, and two very good to great wrestlers that have been teaming since nearly the beginning of their careers, Eric Cordes. The Duck Boys, one of the smoothest tag teams out there right now. And look at, moving me right in the moment.
Exactly, Kid Christian getting scooped right into that side slam.
Ooh, with authority. Into the cover now, lackadaisical cover 2 and a kick out.
And that was that heart that you were talking about earlier, Colin. Kid Christian gives up so much size, but he's not going to just give up. He's going to fight until he can't move. But by the end of this match, that might be the case if he doesn't make a tag to Robbie Roller.
Kid Christian, durable and tenacious as we've seen. He can take more punishment per square inch off that framing. He's going to have to prove it here today. Nate Carter driving that tank right through the heart of the Sugar Rush Kid.
Oh man, he almost turned him right inside out. Yeah, he might have a huge heart, but a huge heart does nothing if it's no longer beating. 2. Ooh. I don't even understand how he does it sometimes. I see some things that he takes out there that would keep me down in my prime, and he's able to kick out of it.
Well, following in the tradition of some of the great cruiserweights in UWA Elite history, most notably a guy under whose tutelage he became one half of the Destined Ones, the Hall of Famer Vin Grayson, who again, speedy recovery to Vin Grayson. Vin Grayson, again, also very known for his ability to take mass amounts of punishment, but Nate Carter is a different story.
Oh, power slam, 1, 2, oh, you can see the pain on the face of Kid Christian as he struggles to kick out of these pinfall attacks. And now, there's a little bit of that old school Robbie Roller, that sarcastic.
Oh, gross!
Robbie Roller is a man who is known for his short temper, Colin. We know this firsthand, but did it not work in his favor as Dave McCall is choking Kid Christian in the Duck Boys corner.
And that's the thing about Robbie Roller. Like him or hate him, and people have done both over the course of his UWA Elite career, the most controversial all-star we've ever seen here, bar none. But he's always been Robbie Roller. You know what you're getting with him, and it seems like on some level...
Oh, no.
Wait, what's that? Speaking of levels! Oh! Buckle bombs his own partner into Kid Christian, my God!
And Roller's on the outside. Kid Christian, 1, 2, and Roller able to make it back in to break it up at the nick of time.
But Dave McCall, like a heat-seeking missile, into the sternum of Kid Christian, who, I gotta tell you, has got to be just finding it difficult to breathe at this point in the matchup, Eric Cordes. All this, the power slam, that buckle bomb assisted into the sternum. Kid Christian's ribs have got to be sore, if not busted up right
He's
now.
barely standing right now, but he's still able to nail that drop kick out of pure desperation. I think he may have also knocked the back of his head on the bottom rope there, Colin.
My gosh, and a turning point in this matchup. But is it enough? Is it too little, too late? What we will say is, other than that dive to the outside, Robbie Roller has not been involved in this matchup at all. The Dub Boys isolating the smaller competitor in Kid Christian. But can Kid Christian get to Robbie Roller? Yes, he can! And the tags are made. Nate Carter and Robbie rolling with those educated feet. Those roundhouse kicks to the chest.
And these fans here at the Holy Trinity Church, the UWA Elite Army, just loud as can be for Roller.
Oh, double DDT takes out both halves of the Dump Boys.
And Robbie Roller coming to the aid of Kid Christian. Is this how you saw this going? Did you think that Kid Christian would be able to trust Robbie Roller?
You can never really know what you're going to get from Robbie Roller. The only man who's ever been able to trust Roller for any extended period of time in this company has been Grayson, and he is not in this matchup. Kid Christian ducks the line up. Oh my gosh, is he going to be able to... I didn't think he was going to have the torque Corvus, but the DDT connects on a
satellite DDT going around the world and then some. But what's going on? He
double underhook, shoulder breaker. Oh, big super kick from Robbie Roller.
Oh, and Nate Carter able to kick out of it.
And lest we forget, Roller and Carter are the legal men in this matchup. The eagle eyes of our senior official referee, Ryan T. Right on that one.
I'm surprised that Kid Christian had anything left in the tank to mount that flurry that he just did.
But we say that every month about Kid Christian, and every month he just seems to have a little bit more left. Oh, Roller to the outside now.
Yeah, but Kid Christian's eyes, his face, he doesn't look too good right now, Con. You can only take those so many shots to the head.
No, look at his staggering. He looks punch drunk right now. And in the wrong part of town.
This is not good news. This is not good news for Kid Christian. He could barely stand.
No, but look! Robbie Roller just... Did he trip up Kid?
No, I don't think he tripped him up. He was trying to save him from taking that double.
Wait a minute, did he just take a bullet for Christian?
No, he tried to make sure that Christian didn't take the bullet.
No, but... Oh no! Now he is! Oh my... And still the legal man, Carter. Wow! Eric Corvus, so many things just happened in those last 15 to 20 seconds of this matchup. Primarily the Dump Boys winning this for Team World, taking a 1-0 series lead in the best of 5, but in the process, Robbie Roller proving to Kid Christian even in defeat that he can be trusted?
Hey, Robbie Roller was on the floor. He saw that Kid Christian was about to take that flapjack flatliner combo that the Dump Boys are known for. The only thing that Roller could do to prevent him from taking that move was to trip him up and pull him out of the ring. But
wow.
The story goes 1-0 Team World Dump Boys with the victory over Robbie Roller and Kid Christian. Wow.
Robbie Roller earned the trust of Kid Christian tonight, but in the process, the Dump Boys earn the win and go up 1-0 for Team World in this best of 5 series.
And this is a perfect example of our tag team division here in the UWA Elite. And Colin, it looks like Robbie Roller is trying to help Kid Christian to his feet, but join us back here in South River, New Jersey on June 3rd as UWA Elite presents Living on the Edge.
Saturday, June the 3rd, 2017, UWA Elite heats up the beginning of summer with Livin' on the Edge. Witness all your favorite UWA Elite All-Stars and Champions as they collide in this brand new Supercard concept. Tickets for Livin' on the Edge are available right now at a discount by visiting UWAElite.com.
Next up is a six-pack match for the #1 contender spot. The winner will challenge for the UWA Elite Championship later tonight in a scheduled
Arcadia's UWA Elite Championship. The 7th is referee Ryan T.
He's got the best shot.
Well, that voice that you don't necessarily get to hear all the time is who I'm being told is Arcadia's personal commentator. Personal commentator.
I'm the smartest guy out here because you guys obviously don't understand. It doesn't matter who's in the ring. When you're facing Arcadia, you have no shot.
Arcadia went to UWA Elite Management after listening to the commentary on his match at Luck of the Draw and requested an amendment in his UWA Elite contract that for any match that he involved himself in or that has to do with him, Mr. Hyena Paul will be his personal commentator because he felt like you were the only individual that ever called his matches the way he felt he deserved.
Because he's a champion. He deserves it. He deserves the spotlight. He deserves to know that he's the best, and everybody out there listening should also know that Arcadia is the best.
Well, in your estimation, which of the 6 men in the ring, I know that I can almost guarantee you don't think any of them have a legitimate shot at Arcadia. I think differently, but that's your opinion. Which one of those 6 men would you like to see face Arcadia this evening in the UWA Elite Championship?
Well, obviously I said Brian Torok for the sole purpose. He's the only one that can actually make a 3 count against Arcadia. But I'm going to go with Cypress.
Okay.
Cypress is my pick.
And that's an interesting pick. You see a hip toss here from the underworld, Cronin. Eric is bringing it up on the podcast. It would be the first time 2 active UWA Elite Hall of Famers squared off in the UWA Elite Championship if Cypress wins this matchup.
And I think the UWA Elite fans need to see that match. So therefore Cypress needs to.
What in the world was that? Jeremiah getting in John Rome's face and saying, "You don't know, I know." I don't know what Jeremiah knows, and I'm actually glad that I don't know what Jeremiah knows.
I don't think he knows himself what he knows.
Listen, oh boy,
for the UWA, I was about to say, for the UWA Elite Army faithful that have been with us since day one, this is a very familiar sight. Cypress and John Rome, didn't they win Feud of the Year?
The very first
UWA
Elite Feud of the Year. Cypress responsible for putting 15 staples in John Rome's head.
And they're shaking each other's hands. Those are 2 veterans.
Oh!
Just smushed to the knees.
And here we go! Shades of 2011!
We just took a time machine back 6 years. Well, where are we going next, Mr. Peabody?
This looks great to me. The longer they beat the crap out of each other, the better chance Arcadia has of having a night off.
In that same vein, Paul, I mean, Matt Vertigo and Michael Massacre haven't even been in there yet, and they're fresh as daisies.
The match is early. They'll get their opportunity.
Schoolboy 1, 2. Some agility there shown by the Hall of Famer.
Well, these 2 men in the ring right now have been wrestling each other for the better part of 13 years. And 2 of the few men in this company, ironically, Jeremiah being one of the others, that goes back with UWA as far as Arcadia does.
Well, the other 4 men on the outside of the ring should realize that and should not allow them to
STO 2, and he kicks it.
That classic Cypress offense, Eric Corbin.
I would just like to remind the fans watching right now, this is a 6-pack challenge, but it is only 1 fall to a finish. It is not elimination. So you saw all the other guys on the corners think about going in to break up that pinfall.
Yeah, they gotta think about it.
Jeremiah tags himself in.
Jeremiah's the only smart one.
What's going on here?
You don't let 2 men that know each other, like the back of
What
their
is
hand,
going
face each
on?
other.
Why would Jeremiah... Wait, Jeremiah tagged himself in and then tagged himself right out.
He just wanted to send a message to Rome, apparently. But Vertigo going right in for that kick.
Now, if this was a 6-pack challenge based on who had the best 6-pack, Massacre would win. By far.
Take take nothing away from Vertigo. Vertigo has increased his muscle mass exponentially during his time off.
Oh, certainly.
He only came back to the UWA Elite last year during the Middlesex County Fair.
And has had such a string of impressive matches since then. Remember his classic battle with King Tech that was nominated for Match of the Year last year. His battle with Brandon Kirk just a month ago.
The fans are still talking about that match.
Oh, rightfully so.
Nice shoulder tackle. Vertigo is going horizontal.
Oh! That vertical leap of Vertigo is just so impressive.
Some really aggressive knees.
You look at Vertigo, you look at a guy that's that lean and that athletic. Oh, gets caught in that hangman's neck breaker there. You don't see a guy that tall and lean have such a leverage advantage. Although right now, Massacre the one in control. Now, if it comes down to these two, with all due respect to Matt Vertigo, you got to give the advantage to a very unhinged, very unorthodox Michael Massacre, who has main evented a last breath main event for the championship before Eric Orvis. You know that very well.
Yeah, I'm aware. He tried to punch my girlfriend in the face during that match.
Yeah, I like this Massacre guy. He looks like he's got it under control. Not bothering with the fans here, that's for one.
No, I think that Massacre...
Let me go for that deep... that backbreaker.
Gorgeous. I'll tell you what, the fans wouldn't love seeing Archadia versus Massacre, but from a wrestling perspective, I'll sign up for that match. Too, and Jeremiah breaks it up. I'll sign up for Massacre versus Archadia in a heartbeat.
And you see, every time there's a pinfall, the guys on the corner like rush in. They don't want their opportunity to take it away. And the nod that I will give Massacre, and I discussed this on the podcast, was he is big on the mental game. He knows how to play the long game. He knows how to get in the heads of his opponents.
But it looks like as he floats into another cover and a kick out, this thing's going to have to break down before there's any sort of resolution, don't you think? Somebody's going to...
It's just brewing. Everybody is just getting their win, analyzing the rest of the men in this match. With 6 men in the match, you don't want to just rush in there and hit all your moves and hope that you're going to get a pinfall, because like you said, someone's going to come out and they're going to break up the count, and then you're going to be left tired of the ring and over.
And like you said before, the longer this match goes on, the more than it benefits Archadia in the main event tonight.
Definitely.
Absolutely so.
This match should go on for an hour. In no time. It should be elimination, in my opinion. That way we know that we're definitely getting the best competitor for Archadia.
1, 2.
Cypress almost having to break up the pinfall there.
Vertigo cannot be wasting his time arguing with the referee. That was a mistake.
Absolute mistake, and Massacre back on the offensive. But like we referred to earlier, Massacre slides out of the ring.
Cypress got attacked.
What was the point of that?
Well, no, this is what we're talking about here. This thing has to break down so that the 2 men who are legal in the ring get some time alone. This is actually genius on the part of Massacre.
There's only 1 man in the ring.
This is exactly like you could see all the men standing on the corners.
Wait a minute! Look at this! Look at this brawl breaking down.
Because all of these men knew that they were just going to keep having their pinfalls broken up.
Wait a second. I thought Vertigo was about to take a leap of faith over the top rope.
Well, it would have been a leap of faith, but it would have taken out 2/3 of the competition. Wow! Big lariat! Oh, the Dempsey kick! The Dempsey kick from Cypress! Cronin hooks him!
Oh, with the credenza! Wow!
Goodness!
The snap on it! Oh,
Emancipation Proclamation! John Rome with the EP!
Oh, but now we have Jeremiah and Rome in there at the same time.
Oh, Jeremiah going for that kitchen sink knee. John Rome looking for another Emancipation Proclamation. No, but that knee right to the eye of John Rome by Jeremiah. Oh boy. Oh boy, what is...
It's with that knee brace.
That knee brace right to the eyes again.
this odd interaction between Jeremiah and John Rome this whole match.
Well, look at John Rome. John Rome's
lively, man. Oh. Rome might become my new favorite.
Well, I'll tell you what, John Rome and Jeremiah, this feud goes back 6 years also. This is the second match in UWA history. Now Michael Massacre setting up John Rome, who's been temporarily blinded. Oh, he hits it!
GTS right to the face.
One, two. No, there's Vertigo. Vertigo in to break up the pinfall. Massacre was going to be the #1 contender. Massacre again taking his eye off the prize, and Vertigo is right there. And now these two men right back at it.
It's all going to come down to whoever wants the shot. That was wicked.
Holy
I guess Archadia the most. Vertigo's been in there a long time.
He sure has.
One of these men needs to get the advantage though, because everybody else is down. This is the perfect opportunity.
Oh, Vertigo eats a super kick. Massacre calling for the finish. Looking for that modified GTS again.
Vertigo's got
no, Vertigo blocks. Zip tie. Cutter.
That might be it.
That might be it.
1, 2.
Oh, that's it.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Archadia, not Vertigo for the championship. Later tonight, what a win. Are we looking at the next UWA Elite champion?
Let's not get carried away now. Vertigo definitely impressed me out there, but he's still facing the world heavyweight champ of UWA Elite.
Wait a minute, wait. What is going on? What is happening right now?
Dragon War.
But why?
Give him a minute, let him speak. Give him a microphone.
Well, what is this?
We're going to come out here personally congratulate you as your friend. Because you absolutely earned your title shot for the UWA Championship tonight. But I want to let you know, and I want to let all these people know here tonight, that you're not going to be wrestling Archadia tonight
Wait,
for
why?
the UWA Championship. Because you are going to be wrestling me, the Dragonborn, because I'm cashing in this golden ticket briefcase right now.
What? Wait, why?
Only thing I want to say to you, good luck tonight.
Why would he cash in now?
What? I don't know. I think that briefcase. That briefcase has been a burden. Wait a minute! No, Massacre! To the knee! Wait! To the knee of Matt! Oh no!
Matt Vertigo should not get in there. He has a title opportunity later.
But, oh my God, that left knee! This thing between, wait a minute, here comes Team UWA Elite!
Chambers put down the challenge. Bring the champ out here. Let's get this match going.
No, now you want the match to happen.
He specifically said he's cashing in and he
Well, wait.
wants a title match.
Well, forget about that. He's got a match with Kid Osbourne later. In the best of 5 versus the World Challenge.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, Colin, what's more important? The UWA Elite Championship or the best of 5 series?
He can't stand.
It's more important right now to be able to walk.
That's a volatile situation.
We need to get our medics ready in the back to take care of
Uh-oh!
guys, this
is exactly why Archadia didn't want to get involved with this.
Well, many have questioned Brandon the Bull's efficacy of being team captain here.
He's going to keep his team under control.
Forget that! Can Drake Chambers walk? Let alone wrestle tonight?
He should forfeit that championship passion.
Well, yeah, but I'm not even worried about the briefcase right now. I'm worried about whether or not Drake Chambers can be a part of Team UWA later. He's got a match with Kid Osbourne, and he can't walk on that left leg right now. Meanwhile, we are scheduled for another best-of-5 matchup right now, featuring Joey Adams and the second member of Team World, Detective Dan Barry. And I guess we're going to go right into that matchup right now. He may be tremendous, but that's also Detective Dan Barry, and Eric, he's better than you think he is.
Well, I don't know, because I think he's pretty awesome.
Anyway, this match has sneaky good written all over it. Detective versus anti-hero. Dan Barry versus Joey Adams. Not Joey Lauren Adams, just Joey Adams.
I feel bad. I'm gonna kick your ass.
We are officially underway, Colin West. Dan Barry taking Joey Adams down right out of the gate.
Dan Barry asking Joey Adams why his tights are made of newspaper.
And also saying, spoiler alert, I'm a pretty good wrestler.
Yes.
I don't know if that's a spoiler. Oh, Joey Adams now taking down Dan Barry. Oh, he might be going for the no-leaf clover early on.
Already? Wow. Boy, so what have we learned tonight? We have learned Team UWA Elite already in a 1-0 hold to Team World. And at Vertigo later tonight in our main event will challenge Archadia for the UWA Elite Championship.
And all of that just took place in the course of like 5 minutes.
That's why you can't miss a super card here at UWA Elite. Things always happen. We seem to have, like, this show, like much of this year, has seemed to... Is Dan Barry doing cardio? I just got distracted. Wait, Dan Barry doesn't do cardio. Are you crazy? No. I mean, yes, I'm crazy. He also doesn't do cardio. That was very impressive, though.
Dan Barry is a technical wizard. He knows exactly how to manipulate every joint on your body. Oh, he went to the fingers.
Yeah. And like I was saying, this show, much like much of this season, think back to Dangerous Uprisings, has come dangerously close to just going right off the rails.
Well, becoming one of the most unpredictable shows this year.
Absolutely. And what have we seen in the last 5 minutes? Team UWA Elite looking like it's falling apart at the seams, to the point where half our crowd now is cheering for a member of Team World right in front of us. Matt Vertigo's the #1 contender. Not only does Drake Chambers try to cash, can't cash in, may not even be able to compete here later tonight.
I mean, we have our medical staff checking on him in the back. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We always do. But right now, Team UWA Elite is down 1-0.
And Dan Barry announces that Joey Adams smells like fleas.
I didn't know fleas had a smell.
Yes, and they smell like Joey Adams.
See, as funny as Dan Barry is, as entertaining as he is, it's intelligent because not only does he have the experience advantage, but Joey Adams, we know he lets his emotions dictate what he does in the ring. Dan Barry is a weathered veteran. He likes to have a good time, but he knows how to out-wrestle his opponents.
And here is the thing that makes, in many ways, Dan Barry the perfect opponent for Joey Adams, and a genius move by Team World Captain TJ Marconi. Who's going to get under the skin of Joey Adams more than a detective? Just 1, 2!
Joey Adams went for that roll through. Dan Barry's seen it coming.
Look at this technical wizardry.
Wow! 1, 2! How impressive is Dan Barry?
Well, right now, not so much. And Joey Adams has had enough. And this is the tough thing about Team UWA Elite and the UWA Elite versus the World show. Dan Barry, likable guy, in most accounts, a fan favorite. But if you're a fan of UWA Elite, you have to root for Joey Adams here. Otherwise, we go down 2-0.
But, I mean, when it comes to a likability contest between Joey Adams
and anybody,
Dan Barry wins.
I would almost win that likability contest.
If it's a likability contest between you and Joey Adams, Dan Barry still won.
Hey, that was cool. Dan Barry, you have to be a likable, personable, charismatic guy to be a scene stealer on Holy Foley.
I mean, listen, I also would like to point out that this is a registered detective. Whoa! And wrestling's his full-time job, and he's a detective.
Yes.
And a stand-up comedian. And a co-star of Holy Foley.
Oh, look at Joey Adams. Now he eats it.
He went down, then he went up, and then he went down again. And now Dan Barry and Joey Adams on the apron here. This is a very precarious position to be in. That is a very unforgiving portion of a wrestling ring. Holy cow.
Holy Foley.
Oh, no! Yanks him back right onto the apron, the hardest part of the ring. Man, I hammer home that information every time that happens. That apron is the hardest part of the professional wrestling ring.
Joey Adams just got 2 1 counts in a row. That's almost as good as a 2 count.
You know what else is unpleasant? Having somebody punch you in the back of your head. Ooh. 1, 2, and you. Joey Adams almost tying it up.
And what would it say? Joey Adams on just as much we were talking about Magic's winning streak here in UWA Elite. What about Joey Adams' winning streak over the last couple of months? Homecoming weekend, 2-0. Follows it up with a triple threat win over Jordan Oliver and Kyle the Beast, who we just saw him have words in a shoving match with earlier.
Also keep in mind, he is 2-0 in versus the World Series.
That's true. So while he's not the most popular guy, if you're Team Swan, you have to put Joey Adams on Team UWA Elite. He's the most successful Team UWA Elite member in history.
Yeah, but he's not a good... But he's not a good teammate. As we saw earlier, as the team came out to check on Drake Chambers, and Joey Adams wanted no part of it.
You know who else wasn't, by all accounts, a great teammate? Kobe Bryant. And Kobe has 6 championships.
1, 2. I don't watch basketball. I know who Kobe Bryant is.
You got the sport right, which is excellent.
Well, I'm not a doofus.
Well, I didn't say you were.
And Joey Adams is no doofus either, as he is 100% in control of the veteran Dan Barry with that surfboard stretch, just tearing at the shoulders of Dan Barry.
And turnabout is fair play. Almost looks like Joey Adams is trying to subdue Detective Dan Barry. Maybe throw him in a pair of handcuffs by the time this is over.
I mean, if that was the 1, 2, I mean, if that was the case, then Joey Adams would be charged with assault right now. Police brutality.
Well, then he really couldn't be in this match at all.
No.
But this is the weakness of Joey Adams. Takes a second to take in the reaction of the fans, and that gives a veteran like Dan Barry enough time to recuperate. Hit a big back elbow and a big drop kick, and just like that, Dan Barry back in control here.
And the crowd is solidly behind Detective Dan Barry, even though he's a member of Team World. Sometimes you just appreciate talent.
Oh, big euro from the American Detective.
Oh, just trading shots.
Oh, and Dan Barry suckered him in.
It was that experience.
Oh, crash! My God!
1, 2, oh!
Say what you will, you may not like the anti-hero Joey Adams, you may love him, but that 2-0 undefeated record in versus the world competition means a lot to Joey.
It does. It solidified his position on Team UWA Elite this year.
Sure. And it is one of those things that he can say, even if he doesn't care about UWA Elite, he can say, hey, I've done something no one else has done.
Dan Barry looks like he's going up to the high rent district.
Oh my gosh!
Moonsault, nobody home! Joey, full head of steam!
Oh, goes for the knee lift. Reverses Dan Barry. Up, down, and into
No-leaf clover!
No-leaf
Clover, he's got it right in the middle of the ring!
Joey Adams about to go 3-0 at versus the world.
And he's gonna tie up the series 1-1 if Dan Barry taps out to this.
He has cupped the detective. I am forcing that metaphor, and it's not working.
Oh, but Dan Barry is... Oh, no, he throws it back!
Oh, boy. Joey Adams got him dead to rights in the middle of the ring. You might as well Mirandize the guy. This thing is a wrap.
Oh, he's checking him. 1, 2. Only one more, and that's it.
And Joey Adams says, oh, no, he hasn't.
Dan Barry...
He's pushing up, rolling through, small pack.
1, 2.
Oh, Joey Adams kicks out. Oh, big forearm, and Adams right back on the attack, but Dan Barry back on his feet.
And now it's just turned into a slugfest.
Oh, Adams eats another forearm.
Oh, goes for that side slam again. Barry landing on his feet. DDT!
Oh my God!
Wow!
Both men down, but who can cover who? But Dan Barry rolls through. Oh, and another one! That's, as much as I don't want to say it, that's it.
3.
Dan Barry! And as much as our fans might like Dan Barry more, you hear a smattering of boos as UWA Elite for the second year in a row, Eric, down 0-2 with 3 matches to go.
Well, think about all the cards that we got dealt. We got dealt an injury in Finn Grayson. We got Drake Chambers attacked by Mike Massacre. Kyle the Beast and Joey Adams in a shoving match. Brandon the Bull cannot seem to get control of this team. But we might get swept, Colin.
We might not even have Drake Chambers later tonight. Who knows? But all I know right now is that the man who's looking like an absolute genius is TJ Marconi.
Well, I mean, it was easily the most difficult team of Team World that UWA Elite has ever faced. And as impressive as both teams this year are, it's the tag team division that everybody's really talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Everything that's been taking place between the designated hitters and the destined ones, and Swag Mean and the BROtein pack. Designated hitters asking for a marquee tag match. President Dave Swan delivers in a non-title match. The BROtein pack take on the designated hitters, and that's next.
Next up is the tag team non-title match scheduled for
UWA Elite history.
Let me do some protein.
Been undefeated for nearly 10 months.
Let me do some protein.
And in every way, the most dominant faction in UWA Elite history. Mike Seaway, the only triple champion in UWA Elite history. The last trios champions in UWA Elite history. And increasingly becoming one of the longest reigning tag team champions in UWA Elite history.
But here's the deal. Even though that this is a non-title match, this match, the outcome of this match has huge repercussions in the tag team division, Colin.
How popular do you have to be that the dueling chant in the crowd is between both members of your tag team?
Well, it's not like Hedges and Dillinger are the most likable of individuals. And this, also keep in mind, this is the only non-versus the World Series tag team match of the evening, Colin.
The fans letting Corey Dillinger know that he looks like MVP in his new gear.
Why, because he's black? That's messed up, Colin.
They said the chant was MVP because of the gear.
Oh, and Seaway trying to match strength with Corey Dillinger. And as strong as Mike Seaway is, Corey Dillinger is a big boy.
And they may be having fun now, maybe Seaway, but the DH will tell you it's all fun and games until somebody gets hurt.
And then it's even more fun for them.
Oh man, you've seen what they've done over the past several months to Kid Christian, to Jordan Oliver, to Vin Grayson. Oh. And how salty do you think the designated hitters are, especially now that they feel they were screwed out of being a part of Team UWA Elite?
Dillinger is not a man that you want to piss off, Colin. I'm sorry. He's just not.
Let's be fair. Look at my frame and my physique. I don't want to piss off anybody. Ever.
Oh, boy. Hedges definitely with the more experience of the two members of designated hitters.
Let's be clear. Hedges, on paper, has one of the two, maybe three, but no worse than three, most impressive singles resumes in UWA Elite history.
Oh, he is the most decorated wrestler in UWA Elite history.
Yes.
The only championship that he has not held, the only active championship that he has not held is the UWA Elite Tag Team title.
And where are we right now? I would say a win over the BROtein pack, as far-fetched as it seems right now after that tandem burpee elbow from Seaway and TJ, would put him right in position to become the only true Grand Slam champion in UWA Elite history.
And then adding a Crossroads and Brawl for All victory on top of that.
Oh yeah.
He has easily one of the most Hall of Fame future resumes. Too. Ooh.
And how scary is it to really think about the fact that... Well, I'll get back to that in a minute. I can't compete with the crowd. Full head of steam. Hedges really only got really started about 2.5 years ago. He's put together this resume within the last 3 years, Eric, and that makes it even more unbelievable. Think about it. In the last 2.5 seasons, Hedges has been Crossroads champion, Brawl for All champion, Ironman champion, and UWA Elite champion.
Yeah.
And now has a non-title match against the tag team champions, and has basically been responsible for putting a future Hall of Famer, Sean Damage McNelis, on the shelf for good. Oh! Behind the ref's back, and just like that, neck breaker, big neck breaker. 1, 2, and
Referee Ryan T checking on the right eye of Corey Dillinger.
Well,
it seemed like that was a little bit of a ploy there. I think he might have been playing possum to distract the referee.
And this is what Corey Dillinger has been learning from Hedges, as Hedges talked about on the UWA Elite All Access podcast. Dillinger is a dangerous man. A dangerous man. But Hedges has been teaching him how to close. How to be a designated hitter, for lack of a better word. And Eric, I know you've noticed this over the last couple of months. That is the difference in Corey Dillinger, is that ability to close, to stay on a man. Oh, big deal! And you have to be impressed. You look at it, you got the greatest faction, you got the greatest faction in UWA Elite history, the BROtein pack. And you've got one of the greatest singles competitors of all time in Hedges. And right now, the other guy, Corey Dillinger, might actually be the most dangerous of the four.
Well, I mean, he's the newest ingredient in the mix in this particular match.
God, look at this! Oh! Right on the head! Keep cover.
1, 2, and he kicks it. Hedges and TJ Blade have been in the UWA Elite since the beginning.
Yeah.
Seaway only coming in 1 year later. Corey Dillinger only made his debut with UWA Elite last season. Or towards the end of that, towards the end of 2015.
I gotta tell you, we talked about kind of a nonchalance of the BROtein pack heading into this matchup. And we talked about this being a potentially dangerous situation for the BROtein pack. DH right now really have them in a bad way. TJ Blade trying to rock them with those southpaw forearms. And that Hedges combo. Run into the cover. 1, 2.
You bring in the designated hitter when you want somebody to knock it out of the park, and that's exactly what Hedges and Dillinger are doing right now.
Man. And it seems like the louder that this crowd cheers, the more DH responds. Dillinger with ease, the scoop, the delay, and the slam.
See, Dillinger and Hedges don't care about the fans cheering them.
No.
They care about going in the ring and getting the job done. And that's exactly what they've been doing in this match thus far. They are not making the BROtein pack look like the most impressive stable of all time right now. They're making them look like it might be their first match. Oh!
And think about the tag teams and the factions that the BROtein pack have defeated. The Unstoppables, the Rogues, the great tag teams in the history of this company, and the BROtein pack has run through them.
TJ Blade able to get his foot up on the edges.
Oh! What a pounce! Period. God.
Oh. The last thing Seaway wants to do is get himself disqualified.
And you have to figure, if the designated hitters manage to pull off a victory of any kind here, President Dave Swan sitting right next to us watching, you have to imagine that will lead to a tag team championship opportunity. And we'll never be able to shut up Dillinger and Hedges ever again if that happens.
But I mean, they wouldn't have to shut up because they would have proved themselves right.
Yeah, in every way.
Oh! You may not agree with the way they've gone about things, but they have gotten to the position that they wanted to. They have accomplished their goals. If they put down the BROtein pack, they will get a shot at the UWA Tag Team Championship.
Listen to this crowd! German! Oh!
Like he was nothing! Like he was nothing! 1, 2!
That's it! Oh! Not much of a kick out there. Not much of a kick out at all.
What else does he have left in the protein shaker?
And I'll tell you what, this UWA Elite crowd getting desperate, Eric. And why not? The most popular team in UWA Elite history is up against it, and we're down 0-2 in the best of 5. Side effect! That's it! One designated hitters are... Oh!
TJ Blade is getting absolutely dominated right now.
Oh, yeah.
The designated hitters, you can tell they have been in the gym, they have been training, they have been working on their tag team chemistry, and it shows.
Oh, my goodness, has it.
Uh-oh. Diamondback driver coming.
If he hits it, I don't care how many reps he's done. It's a wrap. Oh, TJ Blade off the back. Big shot. Oh, but Corey Dillinger. Oh, miscommunication. Super kick.
Looked like it was right on the tip of the nose.
Yeah, and this is the one chance TJ Blade has. Seaway is on fire.
But TJ Blade is very, very far away from his corner. Dragging yourself after taking that kind of beating, Colin, is not easy.
What a beating. And he lays in! So is Dillinger! And away we go! Ducks the line! Hits Hedges in the back! Goes through Hedges! My goodness. Assist! Bulldog! And all of a sudden, Mike Seaway is in charge! The one-fit wonder ducks the line! Drop kick Hedges out of the ring! And the former Iron Man champion is on
Butterfly suplex?
No way! No way! Not even Seaway! Yep, and his back gave out.
Well, you can't butterfly suplex a man the size of Corey Dillinger. He might have legitimately injured himself.
Oh,
there.
rightfully so. Of course. Seaway up and up.
Plate dropper!
Plate dropper!
The plate dropper! When you can still see the effects of that.
That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it.
2.
No!
Keep in mind, Colin, that was one of the first offensive maneuvers that Corey Dillinger has taken in this match.
Yep, and now TJ Blade in the ring. And once again, the BROtein pack. We've seen it. Regardless of what you throw at them.
Drop set. Oh, they go for the drop
set. No.
His back gave out again.
Seaway's back gave out again. Oh, but now TJ Blade thrown up and over and out. What is going on? I think Seaway's hurt. This is, oh no! Schoolboy! Schoolboy, 1, 2, no!
You can still see Seaway clutching at that back though.
Yeah, but Seaway and Dillinger are still the legal men in this matchup. And who's gonna get the momentum first? Wait, Seaway's caught! Wait a minute.
But his back's hurt, no!
TJ Blade's out!
Oh! Right on the injured back again!
Domination splash! Where's TJ? 1, no! 2, no!
3!
Oh my God! Well, that was unexpected, Colin. And I think that Mike Seaway might have legitimately rolled his back, might have thrown his back out.
The designated hitters have done everything they said they were going to do. They didn't represent Team UWA Elite.
No, this was a non-title match.
Yeah, those championships do not belong to you.
Even referee Ryan T is saying.
This was a non-title match, so still, UWA Elite Tag Team Champions, the BROtein Tag!
But
That's nothing to cheer about though, Colin.
no, because for the first time in 10 months, the BROtein pack are left on their backs, looking up at the lights. And I'll tell you what, the designated hitters, has any team had a better night in recent memory? No. First, Robbie Roller and Kid Christian lose and don't represent Team UWA Elite successfully. And now this. And now DH. You have to imagine, maybe, are you looking at your next tag team champions?
Boy, just a dominant showing there by the designated hitters.
10 months? Undefeated for 10 months?
God.
Wow.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of changes here in the UWA Elite, but one of the biggest changes coming in the future of the UWA Elite is the just announced UWA Elite Pro Wrestling Network. Colin, tell them about it.
The UWA Elite Network, subscription-based. You, the UWA Elite Army, our most ardent fans, no matter where you are in the world, can stream every UWA Elite Supercard ever. Coming on the UWA Elite Network. Here's more. UWA Elite Army, it's time to clean up the barracks and ship out, because we are moving. The UWA Elite Network is right around the corner. Thanks to our business partners at pivotshare.com, the UWA Elite Network will launch in the summer of 2017 and bring you not just every supercard in UWA Elite history, but even more HD video content, supercards, bonus matches, UWA Emergence, news, interviews, and even more behind-the-scenes bonus content. Keep following UWA Elite Network.pivotshare.com.
Next up, our best of 5 match schedule for
It is a must-win situation. Down 0-2, backs against the wall. My God, and all you gotta do is beat this monster.
You look at a man like Ryan Galeone, and he looks like a professional wrestler.
I'm gonna say this right now, kids. In my estimation, with all due respect and deference to everyone else, that man is the best kept secret in professional wrestling today. The best but we got a secret of our own. And we need him to come through right now. Dominant competitor in UWA Elite history. And this ought to be a war, an absolute war. But how often is it, Eric Corbis? How often can you look at KTB and say he has to look up at his opponent, Ryan Galeone?
Listen, I've said it, I've gone on record on countless occasions, and I have said that Kyle the Beast is the best combination of power and agility in professional wrestling, other than Ryan Galeone. He is one of the only other individuals that I think can match Kyle's strength and match Kyle's agility, Colin.
And that is not hyperbole. We're not just saying that because these two happen to be in the ring at UWA Elite. If you have not seen Ryan Galeone compete before, your jaw will be on the floor by the time this is over.
This is the match that I have been looking the most forward to in the Versus the World Series, Colin.
And I gotta be honest, it's gonna be a nice match for you guys because I'm gonna sit back and enjoy it. You're not going to hear too much of Colin other than a bunch of oh my gods and girl screams, because this thing is going to be a masterpiece.
I said it on the podcast. Ryan Galeone was coming into this match with a lot of the UWA Elite Army not necessarily being familiar with him, but I guarantee you, win or lose, they will remember the name Ryan Galeone. And these two men really, in that feeling out process, have you ever... It takes a lot for two guys to lock up and make me wince.
That's it. Did you hear the impact just on a collar and elbow tie-up? Now KTB inviting Galeone to go off the side ropes. Oh, and he pushes Kyle back.
This is... I feel like I'm watching Animal Planet and just watching two rams just butt heads over and over again. That's what this looks like right now.
Oh, big right hand from Galeone and the neck. Oof. Kyle scores with one of his own.
And those are two men I would not want to be punched in the face by, Colin.
I would not want to be punched in the face by most babies, Aaron. Look at this.
Oh!
What a kick to the shoulder!
And taking Kyle the Beast off of his feet in the opening of this match. Have you ever seen Kyle put down to a knee?
Oh! Gore!
Beast hammer!
Already! Beast! No! Galeone!
What? That vertical release Falcon arrow. Like he was not. Have you ever seen Kyle manhandled like that before?
No! Oh, Galeone goes for that roundhouse, eats a pump kick. The Beast lines Galeone out of the ring, but Galeone on his feet. I don't think Kyle even knows it yet. Kyle springboard and Seguri.
Kyle needs to watch out for that zipline roundhouse kick. That's what Galeone uses as his finishing maneuver.
Kyle off the far ropes. Through. Oh my God. Galeone caught him. Kyle's 265 and Galeone caught him.
Oh, and he just launches him into the steel posts.
This is what I was trying to tell you, UWA Elite Army. This is not a man to trifle with.
And Galeone hasn't even broken a sweat. He just caught Kyle the Beast on his shoulders. Who does that to Kyle?
Ryan Galeone. And that's about the end of the list.
That is it.
My God. here's the scary thing. Ryan hasn't even had to go into his athletic bag of tricks yet. Then again, neither is Kyle.
No. Colin, you know what the scary thing is? If Ryan Galeone wins, we just got swept. That's the scary thing.
And not only will we get swept there, Eric, but we're going to have to go through the last 2 matches completely disgraced already.
And we don't even know the status of Drake Chambers yet. The medical staff has not come down and informed us of his status up until this point.
And I keep saying it, like him or not, like Team World or not, the smartest man in the building right now, maybe the smartest man in professional wrestling, is TJ Marconi, the captain of Team World. Game plan, batting 1,000 right now. He has not necessarily gone for the biggest names or the biggest notable draws, Eric, but what he's done is find the perfect kryptonite for our entire team. The Dub Boys for Roller and Christian. Dan Barry for the anti-hero Joey Adams. Oh my God! Galeone caught Kyle out of mid-air and turned it into a backbreaker.
1, 2, I've never seen somebody ragdoll Kyle like that before. Are you kidding me?
And now, the guy that everybody calls the hidden jewel version of KTB is taking it to KTB. Galeone looking unbelievably impressive.
This is bad news for us, though, Colin.
This is bad news, Beast.
This is really bad news for Team UWA Elite. Brandon has to be in the back biting his fingernails.
Brandon the Bull in the back. I know right now, we've gotten word, Brandon the Bull has not left Drake Chambers' side for the last half hour or so. Still with Drake Chambers as Drake is being tended to. As Galeone into the cut. Oh, just a 1 count.
Only a 1 count this far into the match?
Wow. But what an uphill climb we're looking at. Even if KTB somehow manages to win this match, we may lose by forfeit if Drake Chambers can't go.
I don't know. I have no idea, Colin.
I mean, at this point, I hate to say it, I'm not a huge pessimist, Eric, but as a realist, we may just have to sit back and enjoy the action and just take some medicine here.
Oh, that headbutt!
Oh, no!
I'm surprised Kyle even has face paint on after that kick.
No, thank you to all of that.
UWA Elite Army trying to get behind KTB.
Oh, that big back elbow from the Beast. And we know what comes next. Off the near side ropes, ducks the line. Far side ropes. Oh my God! And he takes Galeone to the outside. Galeone still on his feet. Kyle finally takes the big man somewhat by surprise. Galeone still up. Kyle top rope. Big clothesline. How does Kyle still have this much in the tank? 2 and no! Powerful kick out there from Galeone.
Holy cow. Woo. Holy cow. And Ryan Galeone is already stirring.
Unbelievable.
He's already getting back up to his feet.
He has not taken a severe amount of punishment here. He's been in control.
Yeah, but Kyle the Beast is no normal man.
What's about short arm clothesline? No, wait a minute. Oh my God! Beautiful! What? Down! Oh no! And look at Kyle's face. He's incensed.
It takes a lot to shock KTB.
Ooh.
Exchanging strikes in the corner, back and forth.
Oh my God! What is that?
What kind of vertical leap? Does he have like moon shoes on?
He does.
Wow. Colin, I said it in the beginning. If you don't know who Ryan Galeone is, you sure as hell do now. And you bet
Wait a minute. Respect him? What? You have no business going up there, Galeone. What are you doing? Oh my God. Springboard! What? What in the world? 1, 2! A man that size should not be able to do things like that. Eric, I am flummoxed. We gotta, listen, you're not allowed to have that word a day calendar anymore, Colin. Flabbergasted. Bamboozled. Hey, if there was one word to describe this match, it is flabbergastation. And Ryan Galeone back up to his feet. Kyle barely stirring on the ground right now. Did you just say gas station? Flabbergastation. Oh, I've only been to Exxon. Dragging Kyle back up to his feet. You gotta think that it's almost over. It's over. Look at him. He's dead to rights. Trying to go for that power bomb. Look, Kyle's up. Beast hammer. Beast hammer. No, Galeone up and over. Oh, Ryan T just getting out of the way. Wait, zip tie, roundhouse. Oh my God, he's holy poop on a stick. He is dead. That's it. We just got swept, Colin. He's dead. We just got swept. Oh my God. Galeone might be going for that deadlift powerbomb. It is the new beast. That's it. Oh my God. Oh, it can't. Are you F-word killing me? He's kidding me. I'm just as shocked as Galeone is right now. His face is the face on every person in this room right now. I don't know. That's rather unattractive to think about. Still. Hold on. Then here's the question. What do you have to do? Mr. West. Okay. How does he put him away? What do you do to Kyle now? Lots of bullets. Do you literally just go to the kitchen, get a knife, and murder him? No, because that would be premeditated. I would do it by accident, so I could do less time. And Kyle can't even stand up. No. He's going to have to find a way. Honestly, this sounds morbid. He's going to have to find a way to knock him out. He's going to have to find a way to knock him out. After that zip tie roundhouse. Kyle! 2 pump kicks. Schoolboy through beast. Where does he get that? Where in the world does he go? 1, 2, 3. I don't know. I have no words. None. It's not often that a match can give you butterflies, Colin. There was a reason that I was looking forward to this match the most, and these two men just proved why. If you don't know Ryan Galeone and Kyle the Beast, you sure as hell will. Due deference. We're off the script here. Ryan Galeone, you will watch this footage back one day, my friend. And you will know the level of respect that Eric Corvus and I have for you. Ryan Galeone should be wrestling everywhere. And I mean that. Everywhere. These are goosebumps. Matches don't give me goosebumps that often. That was a match of the year candidate. But do not bury the lead. Just like last year, we needed a savior in the best of 5 series. Kyle the Beast was that name. Found a beast. But that's not all we're going to find tonight. The amount of punishment that those two men just unloaded on one another is on another level. But you want to talk about punishment, go back and watch everything leading up to Bose and Brandon Kirk, because it is Iron Man Championship time. It is chairs match time. You hear that noise? The sound of steel being set up around the Holy Trinity Church here in South River. Destruction is imminent. Let's take a look at the history of the wretched and the rogue. Oh God! Somebody! Oh no! Look at the way that shirt, that chair is bent.
Eric. No, oh my God. Kirk, oh jeez.
This isn't between him. It's between us, John.
No. Kirk! No! Right in Brandon Kirk's face! Oh my God, we need help. We need help right now.
What the hell? Do you see the look he just gave President Dave Swan?
I'm really starting to get tired of you. I really am. This is between us, John, not him. You love using chairs so much, man. How about next one? Me and you. Chairs match. But I understand. You're sick. I'm going to kill you.
Our next match is for the Iron Man Championship, and it is a chairs match. Are you ready?
Colin,
there's always those matches that give us those particular feelings deep down in our gut.
That's not appropriate right now.
And it's uncomfortable because you know that one of these men is going to get really, really hurt.
I know both of these men are going to get really, really hurt. I have been told, little birdie has told me, the chairs you see in front of you lining the entranceway here in South River is only a fraction of the chairs that they have at their disposal. And there goes Kirk! Here we go!
Just wasting absolutely no time. This is not the Brandon Kirk that sat on my couch for that interview.
Look at that! One shove and Kirk sent to the outside, but right into Chair Alley. Oh my God! Here we go!
They wasted absolutely no time.
Did you expect them to?
No. Nope.
Oh God, right for the head, went right for the head again. Oh, Ryan T. Whoa. My God.
Referee Ryan T better get some kind of pay bonus tonight for having to referee a match like this. Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Look at Bo's face.
Look at Bo's face, but look at Ryan T. Oh my God. And that can break a finger if you're Brandon Kirk, but there's Bo's with a shot to the gut. Now one to the head. And the wretched Iron Man champion is in control of the Rogue early on in this chair's matchup. Oh, a slap to the face, and now a whip-off reversal. Oh! Into the apron and falls right in those chairs.
What does Kirk have in mind
I
here?
know what Kirk has in mind. Going off the far side ropes. Goes for the... Oh! Oh my God.
Well, that's exactly what I expected out of a match like this.
I gotta be honest with you. This thing might be over now. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. This,
Colin, I know that outside of professional wrestling, Brandon Kirk is a good lifelong friend of yours. Is it weird having to sit here and literally watch him just abused?
I gotta be perfectly honest with you. I called Brandon Kirk 4 days ago and asked him not to do this.
This is the type of match that takes years off of your wrestling career, especially years off of your life.
Bo's can cripple you without a chair. And Kirk has to fight back, and he has to create separation. Just like this. Stick and move, Brandon. You have to stick and move.
Oh, here's your receipt. We might as well just get some stock in steel chairs at this point. That chair has seen better days. Hell, Brandon Kirk and Bose have seen better days.
Already. This match is 2 minutes old, and both of these men will never be the same again. But what's it going to take for this to end?
Wait a second. He has the chair on the throat of Bose.
That's... You want to talk about receipts? That's payback for Jeff Cannonball last month. Jeff Cannonball still suffering vocal cord damage thanks to last month in the hands of Bose and that chair around the throat.
Oh no.
Oh God. Kirk looking for more. Oh, and Bose cuts him off.
Oh no!
Oh God! Oh no! Right into the jaw! Oh, right into the jaw and throat. Ryan T needs to check right now because if there's blood coming out of the mouth of Brandon Kirk, he needs to call this off right now.
The UWA Elite medical staff definitely making their money tonight.
This is uncomfortable.
I would also like to state this is not a Falls Count Anywhere match.
No.
The pinfall or submission still needs to take place in the ring.
I thought that might have been it. Weak kick out at 2.5.
Yeah, but it was a kick out nonetheless.
Oh man. But already, Brandon Kirk in a world of trouble.
it's honestly, it just makes me.
Wait a minute! Oh my God! Oh, jeez! Brandon! Brandon! Oh God! The Bose is trying to kill him! What? No! Stop it! Stop!
Hey, I mean,
No, there's a point. There's a point where you stop.
is there? It's both. There's no point where you stop with a man like both.
Right, all right. Don't get your singlet in a wad.
Well, I'm glad that UWA Elite runs in the Holy Trinity Church because I am praying for my life right now.
Brandon Kirk is not moving.
Brandon Kirk is not breathing.
Oh my. Oh.
We have seen Bose on 2 separate occasions need to be carted out on a gurney with paramedics taking him to the hospital because of matches like this.
And you know what he was doing both times? He got
Smiling and laughing.
loaded into an ambulance, laughing his ass off.
Colin.
Does this look familiar to you? It should look familiar to Brandon the Bull wherever he's watching.
I don't think Brandon the Bull is concerning himself with this match. He has bigger fish to fry, captaining Team UWA Elite, taking care of Drake Chambers and making sure that we don't lose another match in the series.
You know how concerning this is? You know how awful this is? We haven't even talked about the fact that this is for the Iron Man Championship yet.
I don't even think that matters to either of these men at this point.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Kirk! Oh, right in the kidney. Oh. Oh no.
What is going on?
You know what's amazing is that we have no idea what's happening, but this makes perfect sense to Bose. And that's terrifying. Oh God, lefty forearm. Yeah! Wait a minute, caught it. Brandon, maybe playing a little possum. Oh my God!
That's not how you land on a chair!
That is not how you sit on a chair at all! One! We have a new! No!
That is not how you land on a chair, Colin.
No! It is not! Yeah, referee Ryan T, good luck folding that chair back up. Not happening. Not happening.
Have you ever seen in the history of UWA Elite, in the history of UWA, 2 men that hate each other as much as these 2 men, as these 2 do, in such a short period of time?
That's what I was gonna say. Over the course of 6 to 8 months, like a Drake Chambers, Nicholas Pay, like a you and Massacre, yeah. Over the course of years, like Damage and Vincent Valentine, yeah. But nothing like this in 3 months. Oh my God! No! 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 No!
So let me get this straight, Colin. This is what the UWA Elite Army thinks is awesome? This is awful!
One, we have... Ooh! I thought we had a retention there of the Iron Man Championship. And at what point? Just a disgusting spine buster a la Arn Anderson, a la Brian Brass. Through those chairs. At what point is it just better for Brandon Kirk to stay down? At what point is it just discretion the better part of valor for Brandon Kirk to just stay down? Why are you... Brandon, stay down.
Stay down, Brandon. Stay down.
Oh no. No, 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 no! No, not a jackknife. Kirk! Oh, Brandon! Oh, now Brandon!
For the slingshot! For the slingshot!
Got it! Oh, he got all of it! And Bose's head is stuck in the chair! This is just excruciating. But now Brandon Kirk, we might have a new Iron Man champion. Oh, jeez.
How are these two men? Well, how is Brandon even stirring?
I don't know. Brandon was operating as though he might have a torn ligament in that left knee. You see the way he's walking. I guarantee you he won't be walking tomorrow. But right now, there's more than just the Iron Man Championship on the line. It is the pride and the honor of his fallen tag partner, Jeff Cannonball. It is personal animosity, and it is real. And what is it about Bose? Bose just drags this out of people. No, reversal! Oh, Brandon puts the brakes on. Drop toe into the chair! Oh, no. No. Kirk coming in. No! Oh, eats the chair with the cannonball himself. And look at the chair. What's amazing to me here, Corvus, is that these two men, oh God, Bose is up. These two men are willing to kill each other by killing themselves. 1, 2, no! They're willing to drag their own bodies through hell just so they can take the other man with them. This is unbelievable.
I mean, we can see up on the screen, this is for the Iron Man Championship, but does it really matter at this point to these two men?
I'll tell you what, on some level it does. There's no way that a championship with the prestige of the Iron Man title doesn't mean anything. And I know it means a lot to Bose.
Oh, he's just sandwiching his face onto the seat of that chair.
This is uncomfortable. And Ryan T has the gloves on in case somebody does start bleeding here.
I have it on good authority that referee Austin Mitchell is not here today because he was originally slated to referee this match.
Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Not at all. Oh, God. Oh, thank God. I thought he had something way more sinister set up for that chair. Oh, yeah! Oh! I'll tell you what. Was that smart? No. But it was roguish. Oh, God. Oh, God. Brandon off the far ropes. Puts the brakes on. Big kick to the mush. Oh, God. And now Kirk's got a chair. Wait, Kirk!
Oh, it's a sword fight. Oh, we're sword fighting.
Now what? How are we at a stalemate?
Oh, God.
Oh, no! Holy cow! Kirk, stay down. Kirk, stay down.
The chair literally inverted
and fell and slid out of the ring. Stay down.
1,
stay down.
2.
Brandon.
Oh, he kicked! Oh,
Brandon. I know you can't hear me, man, but just stay down. At some point, it's not worth it.
It wasn't worth it from the get-go, Colin.
Wait, what? No, what is... Oh, my God. And it looks... Well, apparently Bose doesn't think that the canvas is sufficient enough, so we're redecorating here. I think this is what they call a metal chair area throw rug. I've seen these in IKEA.
Oh, no! Oh, the eulogy! No! He's gonna hit it with the eulogy!
No, he's not! Kirk, fight like you have never fought before, man. I don't mean to
That's a career ender.
Oh, my God. Kirk ducks it! Blue Thunder! Oh, to the chairs! What? We have a new Iron Man! Oh! How? Eric, how? Oh my God. How?
of Blue Thunder onto that pile of chairs.
How? How? And at what point, if you're Brandon Kirk, do you go, I can't pin him. I just can't. You can't pin Bose right now. Everyone goes through hot and cold streaks in their career, Eric. You know this. And you know at one point when you were the UWA Elite Champion, you just couldn't be pinned. I know you felt like that for several months where you just were unbeatable. And maybe Bose is just in that space right now where he just can't be pinned. Maybe Bose just can't be, maybe he just can't be pinned.
Listen, man, every pro wrestler has this sense of invincibility. But this is, not in a match like this, Colin. Not in a match like this.
But now for the first time,
Bose isn't moving.
Bose is barely moving, and Brandon Kirk is the one rearranging the furniture.
So what does Brandon Kirk have in mind here at this point, though?
He's not in his right mind. You interviewed him.
Neither of these men are in their right mind.
You interviewed him. You know that he is not Brandon Kirk right now. He is something very different. Oh boy. Well, whatever he's doing, it's starting with one chair and one shot. And look at this picture. Oh! Why is it? Kirk pin him. Oh no!
He's gonna do what he did to Cannonball!
Oh no, he's just putting it right. Oh gosh.
Oh, with the bar!
Oh my god!
With the bar across his... No.
Okay, I don't like Bose, but don't do this. I do not like Bose, but Kirk, you're better than this. You don't have to be like him.
He's gonna snap his neck.
No, this is... Kirk, we're in a church. On some level, man.
He's gonna snap his neck.
No, wait, Bose is up. Bose is up. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh my... Oh.
Wait, what the hell is going on?
What? No. 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 We're just... Oh. Kirk?
What is going on?
Oh. No, not from there! No! What? Eric, go. You know better than...
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has thrown this match out and ruled it a no contest.
This is one of those moments where I'm supposed to do commentary, and I really don't want to be doing commentary. Look, there's certain things that you can say and certain things that you can't say in this business, but I hope that you can tell by my tone of voice that I really want to say something that I'm not supposed to say as a professional, but, can we... Just need to get some people from the back. Can we... Okay. Can we just... Okay, and finally, just some... We get anybody? And... Fans, Brandon Kirk can barely walk, but Bose has not... Bose has not moved. Bose has not even tried to, and now he's being. All right, Brandon Kirk is is finally being taken to the back. Bose is being. I never thought that I would see the day that Eric Corvus would be physically trying to help Bose, so that should tell you everything that you need to know about what's going on here. Obviously, Bose still your Ironman champion. Referee has thrown this contest out. There is no official winner, and we will let you know more as we can let you know more. We'll be right back.
We gotta clean up, we gotta take a quick break, we gotta get our wits about us. That's not professional. That's not what we're supposed to feel. We're supposed to know what they're supposed to go through.
I said to the fans, there are things that you're professionally not supposed to say, but the fact that you were physically trying to help Bose out there should tell people everything they need to know.
Listen, let's take a look back at everything that happened with the iChampionship recently while we get ourselves situated, and we'll get the ball rolling.
UWA Elite Army, it's time to clean up the barracks and ship out, because we are moving. The UWA Elite Network is right around the corner. Thanks to our business partners at pivotshare.com, the UWA Elite Network will launch in the summer of 2017 and bring you not just every supercard in UWA Elite history, but even more HD video content, supercards, bonus matches, UWA Emergence, news, interviews, and even more behind-the-scenes bonus content. Keep following UWA Elite Network.pivotshare.com.
Our next match is scheduled for, and it is for the UWA Elite iChampionship.
of the votes, but we're not going to find out the results of our independent investigation until Monday. So we had to give Miles that championship shot.
And as much as the fans may hate that, indirectly, that brought Matt Vertigo a shot at the UWA Elite Championship.
I'm sure Vertigo's not mad at it.
Not at all. And much like we talked about the anti-hero Joey Adams and Detective Dan Barry earlier this evening, this could not just be a contrast in styles, but a contrast in opinions, a contrast in mindsets. The challenger wanting to make UWA great again. The champion believing in the current greatness of the UWA Elite Army. We'll find out who's right in just a matter of moments here, Eric.
This match is not officially started yet, Colin. Look out! Well, I don't know how Miles feels about winning that vote now.
Probably sore. King Tech continuing to ask the fans if they voted for Miles Thomas. And even if they did, the way that Miles looks, I don't think they'd admit it right about now.
No, I don't think so. Even if there's one Miles Thomas supporter in the crowd, I don't think they're very proud of it at this point. Oh, Tech going back up again! Off the post! And this match hasn't even started yet, Colin.
Goodness, Paul. Oh, goodness. Tell you what, Miles Thomas may be calling for a recount himself. He might go to the back and say, "No, you know what? You're right. Massacre won.
Yeah, Massacre won. You go.
Yeah,
You go.
Yeah, yeah.
Jeez, this is so much punishment without the bell even ringing yet. Look at the way that Miles Thomas' skull is bouncing off the apron.
But King Tech continuing to drag Miles Thomas around the ring, asking every single member of the front row of the Army, "Did you vote for Miles Thomas?"
Oh, wait. We might actually have.
My goodness.
We might actually start this match.
Eric, don't jinx it.
Checking with Miles Thomas. He's calling a timeout. He's calling a timeout.
There's no timeouts in wrestling.
And now the match officially starts.
Wow.
Oh, nobody home. Miles Thomas stating in much of his media that there's no kings in America. Well, there's a king in the UWA Elite, and his name is Tech.
That's very true. And I don't want to make any speculations. Let's just say that this match was slow to begin because Miles Thomas didn't want to rush into anything.
He just couldn't seem to break through that wall. Arm drag there by King Tech. He's got a hold of Miles Thomas's arm, but you can see the way that Miles is holding his own hand, trying to prevent the extension of his elbow. That's actually really smart.
Miles Thomas just trying to put in the work.
Sending off King Tech. Nobody home with that clothesline. Flying elbow there by the King. The Fighting King trying to continue his historic iChampionship reign. Oh, technical knockout already. And Chiller jacking the trailing.
And I will say that in all of King Tech's historically great rivalries, no one in recent memory has gotten under the skin of the Fighting King. quite like Chiller Miles Thomas. And in that way, even though Miles is suffering right now, he did have an advantage heading into this matchup.
King Tech coming down off of his throne. Miles Thomas needing a little bit of a breather.
It's the throne versus the megaphone in plenty of ways. And the chase is on.
Hey, Miles Thomas is no stranger to running. Has competed in marathons.
Yes.
Nobody home with that leg drop, though. Miles Thomas better be really careful, because if King Tech severely injures Miles Thomas, I think that might be a pre-existing condition, and it might not be covered under Trump care.
Is anything covered? That's political. We're not going there. All right.
We were talking about King Tech and Miles Thomas, and it's inappropriate to get political. 2,
there.
3, 4, 5. I know that this footage is going up at a later date, but we are only 1 day removed from Cinco de Mayo, Miles Thomas's favorite Hispanic holiday.
Yeah, Tammy Sitches too. I read Twitter.
Miles Thomas is absolutely reeling right now. Almost seems like King Tech is toying with Thomas. Look, is he trying to pull off the turnbuckle?
I think he is. Wait, what do you mean? Oh!
Miles Thomas tried to take off that second turnbuckle. Ryan C. turned around to fix it and used that as an opening to go a little bit low on the King's scepter.
Kicked him right in the tecticals.
Miles Thomas hooking him up for that vertical suplex. Wow! Listen, you might not like Miles Thomas, but he is an accomplished athlete.
I don't hear fans counting for this. I'll do it. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126,
13. Yeah, I remember Spanish. At least the numbers. Yes. 1, 2, and King Tech able to kick out of it. Now, how would Miles Thomas make the UWA Elite great again by becoming the iChampion?
I can think of one way that Miles Thomas could instantly make UWA great again, Eric.
Handing in his resignation?
Yeah, I was going to say leaving, but I'll tell you what, he's not going anywhere. As of right now, he looks like the heir apparent to that iChampionship throne you're talking about. And you may not like him, but really, after Chiller, the question becomes, who really is next? Now Tech off the top rope. Oh, Chiller with the catch and jumps him out to a modified Michinoku driver. 2, we have a new. No, we do not. Oh no, come on. Well, he's calling it. It's time for a neck breaker.
Well, that is how Chiller Miles Thomas defeated Mikey Pacifica in his debut.
That's very true.
It was with that cutthroat neck breaker.
I will say that at least it's not time for the percolator, because I hate when it's time for the percolator. But I was just commenting. Chiller Miles Thomas now might be the last threat to the championship throne of King Tech, because who's left? Really, who's left if Chiller can't get the job done? Tech's beating everybody else.
I'm sure we'll figure out a way to decide a new #1 contender. Oh, go for the technicality.
Oh, reversed by Miles Thomas.
Oh, he's going for the neck breaker.
Oh my God,
neck breaker.
Oh my God. Oh my God, we have a new iChampion.
Did you see the way his neck bent?
But why is he doesn't go for the cover? Wait. Oh my goodness.
Is Miles Thomas going to deliver a cannonball to King Tech? Just add insult to injury?
Well, is this cannonball made in Russia?
Well, it's going to be a much
heavier cannon. Miles Thomas trying to make the cannonball great again. Apparently it's cannonball time. Fire in the nose. Oh, nobody home! Whoa. Nobody home! It's like he jumped into a pool with no water in it. Well, it's like he planned it, but never tried it ahead of time, Eric. That's a broken tailbone, if I have ever seen one.
I don't think that's covered in trunk care.
No. I have a feeling Miles Thomas has an inside track to a better plan.
Miles Thomas is going to have a lot of pre-existing conditions after this match. But King Tech is still not able to get to his feet. And both men finally making it up. I wonder who King Tech voted for.
That's a great question. Somebody should launch an independent investigation.
I don't think it really matters at this point.
No.
That's water under the bridge.
The moat.
Water under the moat.
The water under the moat.
Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, my, that choke.
Oh, that is cinched in.
That is super cinched in. He might put Tech to sleep.
And if he does, I'll tell you what, these interrogation tactics are once again legal, Eric Corvus.
Yeah, he's going to put King Tech out.
In Miles Thomas's UWA Elite, these interrogation tactics are legal.
He's going to put him right to sleep. And once again, anesthesia not covered under trunk care. And
Thomas care. Thomas care.
That's one. And the arm goes down twice.
We might have a new UWA Elite iChampionship.
No! King Tech kept his hand up. How does he do it, Colin? Oh my God!
I can't even make a joke about it, Eric.
Oh no!
He does it just with sheer force of determination and will. And if you want to see a real cannonball. Oh, wait a minute. Chiller might be out. Wait a minute. What's he doing? Why do you have the megaphone? What's he doing? Well, that is how you use the megaphone properly. UWA Elite Army, the king has struck! Cannonball! Oh my God! 1, 2, 3!
UWA Elite iChampion,
And the championship reign of the Fighting King rolls on. And I ask you again, Eric Corvus, this is not meant in any disrespect. I'm certainly not bored of seeing King Tech beat up people I don't like. It's quite enjoyable. But who's left? The King and the representative of the UWA Elite Army, your Fighting King, rolls right along.
Well, no more controversy. It doesn't even matter if Miles Thomas didn't win the vote. King Tech walks away with an iChampionship retention in historic fashion.
And that historic championship reign of King Tech, your longest reigning iChampion, marches on. As King Tech makes his traditional technical exit from the squared circle, it's just great to really sit back, Eric, and just take in history. Take in history as it happens. As we watch King Tech walk to the back once again, victorious as the iChampion. And Eric, as we look forward to the next match in our best of... Wait a minute! Cut it! What is going on? Oh my God! What is... He's here? What is... We haven't seen Nick okay in 2 months.
You gonna miss me? Huh?
Come on, he just wrestled a match.
You see, I took a little time off to reflect, to think about some things. And some people may say that Keith Tech is part of the reason why I did not win Drake Chambers' golden ticket briefcase. Luckily for King Tech, I don't hold grudges. But, you know, I was thinking how I could get into the championship picture, and then I remembered I don't have to win a match. I don't have to rig an election. I am Nicholas K. And I am a man that takes what he wants. So, King Tech, if you consider yourself a king, and these your people, they consider me a violent, oppressive dictator that will invade your land, enslave your people, and take the UWA Elite iChampionship. Oh, you're right. I'm gonna get to the back. And I'm such a nice guy, I'm not even gonna hit him a burning hammer tonight. Actually, never mind.
Oh no! No! Oh! The professional wrestler, like it or not, is back. Holy cow. Eric, can we stop having surprises tonight? We had a nice, clean rundown sheet when we walked into the building tonight, and we just threw it in the trash.
It's becoming one of the most, it might be more controversial than Dangerous Uprisings was, Colin. And so many of these things that have taken place, the seeds have been planted on the UWA Elite All Access podcast, hosted by Colin West, every Thursday at 8 p.m. Hosted by our good friends over at the Nerdport Network on Blog Talk Radio. Check it out. Where does they come from?
Thursday night at 8 p.m., join me, Colin West, as I bring you insider access no one else gets on the UWA Elite All Access podcast. Exclusive Supercard match reveals, interviews with your favorite UWA Elite All-Stars, news, rumors, and more. Every Thursday night at 8 p.m., join me for the UWA Elite All Access podcast, only on the Nerdport Network.
Next up, match number 4 of our Best of 5 series scheduled for
Kid Osbourne stepping in for Blackwater at the last minute, the Villanova Casanova as they call him. And he's a man without I don't know, we haven't even gotten word of Drake Chicken. What is Brandon the Bull doing here? Maybe we get word on Drake Chambers.
I feel like everybody honestly in the back has no faith in me or this team. We're down 2-1 right now. Vin Grayson's injured. Drake Chambers is unable to compete.
Wait, what?
I feel like I have to forfeit.
Yeah.
UWA Elite go down like that. That's why I found a replacement. Somebody that knows a thing or two about being Team UWA Elite captain.
What? What? That knows about being a member of Team UWA Elite, that knows about being a captain of UWA Elite. It is Sean Damage McNelis. I didn't even know he was here, Colin. No, nobody knew he was here. I don't even know if he was here an hour ago. Kid Osbourne tries to slide out. Damage hits him with a right. I'm as stunned as these. Oh! Apron backbreaker. I have no. We haven't seen Sean Damage McNelis in 3 months. We haven't seen Sean Damage McNelis since Hedges put him on the shelf. Be that as it may, the Green Flag attacked the 3-time UWA Elite champion. Kid Osbourne going to the eyes of Sean Damage McNelis. And as much as our fans love seeing SDM, as much as I'm stunned, go behind, big lariat. Osbourne up, eats a back elbow, and walks right into... giant scoop. Wow, a nice long one. Sean Damage McNelis, 1, 2. Is there any other match in the best of 5 series that has had more turmoil than this? This match was originally supposed to involve 2 other men, Blackwater and Drake Chambers. Blackwater suffered a severe ankle injury, had to pull off. We found Kid Osbourne as a replacement. Drake Chambers was attacked by Massacre, not able to compete. Surprise, Sean Damage McNelis. I'm stunned by this. I didn't think we were ever going to see Damage in a UWA Elite ring in gear again. Oh, but Kid Osbourne, I'll tell you what, this is a man who now, all of a sudden, has a chance to make the biggest impact in the history of... Oh! Spinal Tap! Oh! Kid Osbourne, 1, 2, turning it up to 11 is Kid Osbourne with that Spinal Tap. Well, this amp does go up to 11, but Kid Osbourne, look at this man, and look at what he has the opportunity to do here, Eric. Defeat a 3-time UWA Elite champion, a future Hall of Famer. Yes. Spoil the return of Sean Damage McNelis, and win. Clinch the victory for Team World. All in one. All in one. Oh! Snap of the neck and Damage. We don't know. 1, 2. Oh, no. We don't know if this is more heart than brain out of Sean Damage McNelis. I don't think he's competed, obviously, in a ring in 3 months. I don't know if he's even trained. Oh, what a shot. Oh, it's a big spinning heel kick. Now, into the cover. Osbourne, 3. Deep hook of the outside leg. And just as quickly, the defense nuts for SDM. He's trying to fight back, but the fans have been silenced because Kid Osbourne, obviously the fans love Damage, but Kid Osbourne, weekend in and weekend out, is wrestling 2, 3, 4 shows at a time against top flight premier competition. Oh, has his head hooked into a guillotine. That front face on. Oh, short DDT! Kid Osbourne runs his own stable of wrestlers at CZW Dojo. Certainly does. And when I say he runs it, I don't mean he just shows up and has a good time. They run things down there. Kid Osbourne is a player in this business. And right now, he is playing out Sean Damage McNelis in front of his home crowd with a 2-1 advantage in the series. Hey, Kid Osbourne may be a player in the business, but there is no bigger player in the UWA Elite than Sean Damage McNelis. 3-time former UWA Elite champion. But by the same argument can be made. 3-time former UWA Elite champion has also not been in a ring in 3 months. The last match he wrestled was at Setting the Standard 2017, whereas the last time Kid Osbourne wrestled was Wednesday. And before that, Sunday and Saturday and Friday. This is what I'm saying. We love Sean Damage McNelis. He is a player, perhaps the greatest UWA Elite All-Star in terms of championships ever, and definitively the face of this company for 7 years. But Kid Osbourne is a player in one of the best independent wrestling promotions in the world every week. Kid Osbourne is the king of Prussia. He is the Villanova, Casanova, the main event mainliner. He has those names for a reason. The Damage fired up, Jackson Jaw. No, Osbourne up and over the back. Damage off the front side ropes, kick to the gut. Up the side rope, knee lift right to the jaw. Osbourne. No. Oh, spinning neck breaker by Osbourne. And one has to wonder, Kid Osbourne prepared seemingly for an eventuality of life without Drake Chambers. You gotta give Osbourne credit, coming in at a moment's notice, preparing for Drake Chambers, and now having the upper hand on a completely different opponent. 100%. And you gotta wonder, Sean Damage McNelis, maybe just 90 minutes ago, when the injury to Drake Chambers occurred, thanks Massacre, I'm sure you're gonna feel that, was probably just hanging at home. Damage was probably just hanging at home, playing with his daughter on a Saturday night. And got a call from Brandon DeBose. Tell you what, thank God his beard was washed and he lives local. And especially if you listen to the All Access podcast, Sean Damage McNelis didn't necessarily have 100% faith in Brandon DeBose captain. No, I don't know if he still does. And maybe that's part of why he's here right now. Unloading on Kid Osbourne. Now Osbourne ducks the line. Super kick. That was right on the money there, Colin. Damage asking the fans if they missed him. They may miss him again after this. Zip tie. Oh God, kick right to the back of the head. Osbourne off the ropes. Damage catches him up with the fireman's carry. Up. Presses. Oh, this is the Damage control. That's it. How did he hit it from there to yay? Fireman's carry, gorilla press, Damage control. You gotta know that Damage has been in the ring and training. You can see in his physique, he's put on some bulk. What a coup, an absolute coup. And now, here we stand, thanks to the heart and soul of UWA Elite. The green and black attack draws us Brandon the Bull and TJ Marconi.
It's all
Everything.
the ball is in Brandon the Bull's court now.
Yep.
It all comes down to Brandon.
And it is all that Brandon wanted. Win. Team UWA Elite wins. And Brandon the Bull is the #1 contender for the UWA Elite Championship.
And I did get a little bit of an update on Bose and Kirk. They will be meeting again.
Why?
June 3rd at Living on the Edge. And we'll have some more news on what type of match after this.
Saturday, June the 3rd, 2017, UWA Elite heats up the beginning of summer with Livin' on the Edge. Witness all your favorite UWA Elite All-Stars and champions as they collide in this brand new Supercard concept. Tickets for Livin' on the Edge are available right now at a discount by visiting UWAElite.com.
The winner of this next and final Best of 5 series match will determine the winning team scheduled for one fall.
Here we go!
Welcome to my big party. Welcome to my big party. Welcome to my big party.
Hey! Eric! There's that blue-eyed devil!
I got things on the shelf, they go 1, 2, 3. I can pin on myself. I'm the biggest, I'm the baddest, I'm the beast in the street.
Is it going to be good times only for Team World, Eric? Or will Brandon the Bull prove to be perhaps the most resilient team captain in UWA Elite history?
And TJ Marconi coming out with that bull robe, almost like a spit in the face.
These two came to blows in the parking lot last night at another show. Is it the blue-eyed devil or the bull? We're about to find out. Going to control these two men, these two mammoths. Marconi, Bull, winner take all, Team UWA Elite, Team World, all tied at 2. Brandon the Bull wins, he gets a shot at the UWA Elite Championship next month. TJ Marconi wins, he turns the world of UWA Elite upside down forever.
Being the first Team World captain to ever lead Team World to victory.
But wait, what is he?
UWA Elite.
What is he doing?
TJ Marconi saying that he is in Brandon the Bull's head. And who would have thought that so much unpredictability would have taken place tonight, but it still all comes down to Brandon the Bull.
And who would have thought? We talked about matchup games. We talked about Ryan Galeone being kryptonite for Kyle the Beast, even though KTB survived. We talked about Dan Barry being kryptonite for Joey Adams. TJ Marconi is a bigger, more experienced Brandon the Bull.
And Brandon is, oh! wrapping his arm around the top rope. He's gonna pop his socket. It's right out of the socket.
But has the damage been done?
And it's not often that Brandon the Bull shares a ring with somebody bigger than him. And Marconi is substantially bigger than Brandon the Bull.
Not only bigger than him in every way you can possibly say it. The man was part of WrestleMania weekend in Orlando. The man has held championships up and down the East Coast.
The man's been in the ring with Roman Reigns on WWE television. Ooh! Takes a lot to take down a Bull.
Takes a lot to take down Marconi.
Yeah. Oof. Just a train wreck.
Now,
like a head-on collision.
It's almost like your future and your past have been Eric Corbus. Brandon the Bull. What in the world was that? A cartwheel. And a shoulder
do you really
rock.
think that Brandon the Bull was expecting a cartwheel from TJ Marconi?
No, he's not really a gymnast, Eric.
Or is he?
I don't know. But look at this. TJ Marconi and you, Eric Corbus. Oh! Go back 7 years to Beyond Wrestling together.
Yeah.
You've known him that long. And 7 years ago, while you were contemporaries with TJ Marconi, you were training a young Brandon the Bull.
And who would have thought 7 years later this is where that would have ended up?
Not me, and not you. But here we are. Now a kick to the gut by Marconi, big clubbing blow to the shoulders.
Now here's one of the things you got to keep in mind though. TJ Marconi is used to running with a few men at his side in the Crusade for Change, but he is here solo.
Oh my goodness!
Oh! Senton Curtin! Gross!
And Marconi bails to the outside.
Brandon the Bull is not a man you want jumping on you.
Oh no!
Wow!
That is not a man you want jumping on you or landing on you or flying. Bulls fly.
300+ pound bull flying through the air.
It's frightening. It's absolutely frightening. Brandon the Bull tipping the scales this evening, I believe, I'm told, at 314 pounds. And he can fly like that.
I mean, we know that Brandon the Bull has slimmed down quite a bit. More comfortable, more light on his feet.
Now Bull going the other way. This time eats a shot in the mush. And now, oh God, Marconi.
Oh, right on the... He just gave him a stunner face first on the apron. Are you kidding?
Bull has not moved.
Bull might be out cold.
He might be, and that
Bull might have
be
a broken nose. Fun fact, TJ Marconi...
Fun fact, Team World's about to win.
Fun fact, TJ Marconi hit me with that exact same maneuver on the concrete floor and busted my head wide open.
That's awesome. I mean, terrible. I'm sorry that happened to you. I mean, kind of cool, though.
Hey, remember, I'm sitting in commentary to protect you and the UWA Elite staff.
Well, that's because I'm a wuss, Eric.
I'm going to go tell Bose you said something bad about him.
Yeah, you go have a conversation with the man who retired you. That should go well.
I'm going to sit right here and commentate the final match in the UWA Elite versus the World Series.
I'm going to mention something that we don't talk a lot about, and a lot of people don't necessarily notice. Referee Ryan T pulling Iron Man referee duty tonight, has refereed every match on this show. Kudos to Ryan T.
And right down the middle.
Oh, certainly. Absolutely. And now TJ Marconi taking a curtain call and a bow. I'm charging in. Oh, Bull gets out of the way. And now what? Going for the bulldozer. He can't. Oh, look at that. Just sweeping the legs.
What is Marconi going for here?
I don't know.
Looked like he might have been going for a Boston Crab, but Brandon able to readjust his weight and spin out of it.
Oh! KO! Wait, the co-line for Marconi!
Marconi! That's it, one!
Team World is just...
Ooh! What? TJ Marconi just brushed off the Brandon Iron knockout punch and met him with that running big boot.
I don't think he got the full thrust of that Brandon Iron right to the face, but Marconi, with a size 16, he told us all he was going to catch Brandon the Bull with a size 16 and his own KO punch. And we love Brandon the Bull. But this was just a matter of time, in a lot of people's opinion. TJ Marconi just too big.
It's that experience, man. It's the experience.
Too powerful, too knowledgeable. And you have to start wondering. We've been talking about the positive repercussions of Brandon the Bull winning. Dave Swan said on the All Access podcast in no uncertain terms, when I said, what happens if Brandon the Bull loses this best of 5? And all Dave Swan said was, quote, he doesn't want to do that.
He doesn't. He doesn't want to do that. But like I said on the All Access podcast, if Marconi leads Team World to victory, he has every right in the world to ask for that championship shot that was promised to Brandon the Bull.
Yeah.
Imagine that, TJ Marconi versus Archadia at Living on the Edge.
Or TJ Marconi versus Matt Vertigo at Living on the Edge.
Also true. Those are two marquee matches. And it doesn't look like Brandon the Bull is doing too well right now, Colin.
No, he's... I rarely say this. In fact, I don't know if I've ever said this. Brandon is getting mauled. He's getting mauled. And we talk about the adversity Team UWA Elite has suffered. The injury to Vin Grayson, the injury to Drake Chambers.
Oh, jeez! That is not often you see Brandon the Bull thrown around like a rag doll like that. Oh, and he kicks out.
But you look at the adversity Team World has to deal with. Going up 2-zip and now being tied 2-2. Kid Osbourne being dealt a surprise opponent in Sean Damage McNelis. Team World, it's a heck of a story if they win this best of 5 too. Let's not bury that lead.
Same thing with Kid Christian taking the place of Grayson.
And the Dub Boys winning that contest. Now Brandon the Bull maybe with one last gasp, but Marconi, even though he's eating those elbows to the stomach, still looks like he's in firm control. Brandon ducks the line. Oh! Double Yakuza-style kicks.
Both of them right on the money. It looked like Brandon the Bull had an invitation to the boot party, but threw up a party crasher of his own.
But one has to assume that Brandon the Bull, far worse for wear than TJ Marconi, who's a much fresher man. He's held the advantage, but Brandon to his feet first.
But the one thing that we haven't discussed is the home field advantage.
Oh, that's a game changer. Marconi misses the splash, misses the boot, runs into a huge shot, and a big line drops Marconi. Bull splash in the corner. Now whips the big man out and through. Brandon coming in, another big splash. The running of the Bull here in South River.
Just laying waste to the blue-eyed.
Oh! And is this Brandon's moment? Through all the adversity, is Brandon the Bull coming through here?
Another one! With that T-bone right to the face. 1, 2. Oh, and he kicks it. This is what Brandon the Bull has been waiting for, has been hoping for this whole match. Just unloaded a series of offense on Marconi, and now Marconi looks like the one who's worse for wear.
And I'll tell you what, not as a UWA Elite commentator, Eric, but as a wrestling commentator.
Bulldozer!
This is the kind of match I was hoping for.
Bulldozer! This is it!
This is it! No, but Marconi breaks it again! But no, it now goes to the eyes! Oh no! Marconi!
Sharpshooter?
No way! Not on a man his size! Hey, oh my God, he stopped it!
Oh, and it's deep too, Colin!
Sharpshooter!
Oh, what? How terrible would it be for Brandon the Bull to lose by having to submit?
Oh, he's in the ropes. Oh man, if Brandon the Bull had to tap out on his home field, so to speak,
with so much on the line.
But what do you do now if you're Brandon the Bull? You can't walk. You can't win.
Oh no.
Calling for that size 16.
No!
The Marconi's not having kids. KO for Brandon Iron.
And is Brandon the Bull gonna win by countout?
I don't know.
At this point, whatever.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Referee Ryan T starting the 10 count.
And we're 9 seconds away from a UWA Elite victory.
Marconi is not stirring.
No, he's still down.
Brandon the Bull might win this one.
I don't know.
We're up to 7. 3 more seconds to go.
Marconi's getting up, but is it too late? He's at 9. Oh, Marconi's in. Marconi is in, but Brandon. 2. Whoa!
The perfect amount of time for him to rest. Gave him the opportunity to get his shoulder up. But oh, it looks like he has that bulldozer in mind yet again.
But can he do it? I don't know if he can do it.
Bulldozer coming!
No, Marconi!
Roaring elbow!
My God! Zip tie! Boot party to the face! Here he comes! Oh my God! Oh, it's over! It's over!
1, 2, oh!
How? How?
Oh no! What does Marconi have in mind here?
What more is it going to take? TJ Marconi is kicked out of a Brandon Iron knockout punch. Brandon the Bull is kicked out of the boot party. Oh no. Vader bomb. Oh, and a big elbow. Now another cover.
1,
Team World again.
Brandon the Bull has kicked out of each boot, and TJ Marconi has gotten out of every attempt of the bulldozer. Might have a choke slam coming. I know Marconi likes to do that sit-out choke slam.
But the difference between it is that Marconi has hit the boots. Brandon has not hit the bulldozer.
Brandon's out on his feet right now.
And wouldn't you be? I'm surprised Brandon still. Wait, breaks it! Bulldozer! Here on it! Brandon!
Officially have a new #1 contender to the UWA Elite Championship, and that is the captain of Team UWA Elite, Brandon the Bull.
In shocking fashion, Marconi brought everything to the table tonight, but the captain, to the victor go the spoils. Oh, captain, my captain, Brandon the Bull, you will compete for the UWA Elite Championship next month, June 3rd. But the question, Eric,
who's it going to be?
Who will be the champion?
Is it going to be the winner of the 6-pack challenge, Matt Vertigo, or is it going to be the current UWA Elite champion, Archadia? Let's take a look back to Matt Vertigo's huge victory in that 6-pack challenge earlier today.
Hats off to the Bull.
It's all going to come down to whoever wants the
Whoa!
shot. That was big. Against Archadia the most. Vertigo's been in there a long time.
He sure has.
One of these men needs to get the advantage though, because everybody else is down. This is the perfect opportunity.
Oh, Vertigo eats a super kick. Massacre calling for the finish. Look at that modified GTS again.
Vertigo's got
no, Vertigo blocks. Zip tie. Cutter.
That might be it.
That might be it.
1, 2.
Oh, that's it.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Archadia, not Vertigo, for the championship. breaks through. But will he walk away with the UWA Elite Championship? That is the question.
You're in a privileged position to learn a thing or two. Keep your mouth shut and your eyes open.
Like him or not, here comes the greatest of all time.
Tonight is not Archadia versus everybody. It's even Archadia versus nobody. Matt Vertigo has no shot at defeating the champion tonight.
Nobody has measured up. Condiment abuse. Condiment abuse.
Hey, that's not close. Matt Vertigo's never going to get second. They know you're the greatest when you throw something
Recognize greatness. Paul, hi now. How was your first night as an official member of the UWA Elite staff?
It was fantastic.
I would say he's more a member of March Nation. Hey, he's under contract. All right, he's a member of our staff, but only for Archadia. I know that you were talking to Archadia in the back. What was Arcadia's mental preparation for a match like this? Is he taking Vertigo lightly because he's already wrestled?
I think Archadia is actually checking his Twitter feed and seeing what he's doing tomorrow night. I don't think he has to be concerned at all with that.
So you don't think that at that moment nobody has measured up?
Get them fans going. Get distracted early, Vertigo. Make it nice and quick for Archadia.
Condiment abuse. I smell condiment abuse. You know you're the greatest when you throw somebody's condiments in the trash. Six-pack challenge. Listen, man, people recognize greatness. Yeah, we clean up. We know social arts background in Matt Vertigo. And he has Archadia, really, and you gotta give Vertigo credit. This man has already wrestled I would say he's 5 other men, and he has the upper hand on Archadia. He's under contract, alright? He's a member of our staff, but only for Archadia. I know that you were talking to Archadia in the back. What was Arcadia's mental preparation for a match like this? Is he taking Vertigo lightly because he's already wrestled? Why shouldn't he take him lightly? Because
Arcadia is actually checking his Twitter feed and seeing what he's doing tomorrow night. I don't think he has to be concerned at all with Matt Vertigo.
So you don't think that Matt Vertigo has any threat about wrestling Arcadia in the main event of a UWA? Oh, he saw it! He had it scouted!
That was a closed fist.
A closed fist hasn't been legal in professional wrestling in 10 years. It's the Big Show's finishing move.
And after seeing Ryan tore off all that awesome chair match,
putting up one hell of a fight earlier today, winning that six-pack challenge. We know the martial arts background in Matt Vertigo, and he has Archadia really, and you got to give Vertigo credit. This man has already wrestled a match against 5 other men, and he has the upper hand on Archadia right now. Two of our contracted wrestlers possibly end the wrestling. I guarantee you it's because Archadia is taking Vertigo lightly. Not a steel chair. Why shouldn't he take him lightly? Because he just got kicked in the face 3 times in a row. Well, here's the devil's advocate argument. I am sure that Matt Vertigo has dreamed about wrestling Archadia in the main event of the UWA. Oh, he saw it! He had it scouted!
That was a closed fist.
A closed fist
best hasn't been illegal in professional wrestling in 10 years. It's the Big Show's finishing move.
Well, after seeing Ryan Torok call that awesome chair match, Archadia, because both of them were knocked out. They were finishing the main event. I'm a little weary on Ryan Torok's refereeing ability.
Now, an official is not just meant to officiate the finish of a match. He's there to protect the health and well-being of our athletes, and he took it upon himself to not see two of our contracted wrestlers possibly end their wrestling career, and I applaud him for that decision.
And what about Archadia getting punched in the face right now?
And it's not a steel chair. That's not getting superplex off the top rope on an ocean of chairs.
To be fair, we don't know if Matt Vertigo has a steel plate.
That would have to be very true.
Now, here's my thing.
What happened on the top?
Living on the edge.
That's a sweet combo.
I gotta think you were expecting to see Archadia in this position this early in the match. Vertigo has been on top for a good portion.
No, but here is the argument that I was making a little bit earlier, gentlemen. Matt Vertigo for 7 years has probably dreamed about wrestling Archadia.
That's some old school Archadia
in
right
the main
there.
event of a UWA Elite Supercard. I don't think Archadia has ever co-main event wrestling Matt Vertigo for another Supercard. No disrespect to Matt Vertigo, they just up until
but you know what else he says about
in
Archadia?
time
Who's probably
been in two
competed
different
in more main events than regular matches in the UWA Elite. Vertigo has been waiting for an opportunity like this since he first walked through the gate. And this is a huge opportunity for him, and the fans are behind him. The fans root for the underdog, and it's not often that Vertigo gets considered underdog because and that's what Archadia. But he is in there with the premier athlete.
Great competition.
Exactly like what happened last month. We were talking up Brandon the Bull. And what happened at the end of the match when Archadia took out Brandon the Bull?
Is that going to happen again? At on June 3rd, living on the edge.
That's a sweet combo.
There's no reason. You saw how Brandon lost control of his.
The question is, who is going to face Brandon the Bull?
If it was the third,
That is a question.
And that substitution.
One thing's for sure, I will say this. Brandon Bull, lest you sleep on the man, has main event is destined to, guaranteed to, main event or co-main event the UWA Elite Supercard for 3 months running. And that says something about the guy now.
Yeah, but you know what else it says about Archadia, who's probably competed in more main events than regular matches in the UWA Elite?
Fair.
I want to know why UWA Elite Management has it out for Archadia.
We don't. That's the thing, is we don't have it out for Archadia, but if you're a champion, you want your champion to face the best competition possible. And that's what Archadia wants. Archadia versus everybody.
We had great competition for Archadia.
His name he hit the post.
Hard. I'll tell you what, we had great competition for Archadia. His name was TJ Marconi, and Archadia faced.
He didn't bear.
Back suplex into that logo. Oh my gosh. That is going to knock a vertebrae right out.
And if it wasn't for that lucky cover and that substitution, late illegal substitution,
Paul, were you rooting for Team World?
hey, listen,
Archadia says it's Archadia versus everybody. Matt Vertigo is under the umbrella of everybody, and he's getting his opportunity right now.
But did Matt Vertigo injure his own
Drake Chambers clearly called out Archadia and wanted to cash in.
Vertigo seems to have
the championship shot.
Well, he's one of this generation of wrestlers.
He called him out
because
he didn't even get an opportunity to come out.
Because Massacre attacked him before he got a chance to open up the briefcase.
That means nothing. The crowd back in town have to give him an opportunity to come out. Arcadia's out here right now.
He's hurt. He couldn't even compete in his first world match.
And here you have Vertigo competing in his second match as another slugfest.
So no! Back suplex into that low blower. Oh my gosh! That is going to knock a vertebrae right out of place. 100% it's Matt Vertigo. He's had the wrestle already. But to be fair, we didn't even bring this up. There was a good... What? I don't like how... and he's getting his opportunity right now.
Was Iron Man
Matt
champion.
Vertigo injured his own leg in delivering that suplex lung blower. He brought that title back.
Matt Vertigo seems to have Arcadia's number right now.
Well, he's one of this generation of wrestlers. Like Brandon the Bull. Obviously, you know I think enough of Arcadia. Have wanted this opportunity for years. Who were in the crowd back in Jersey All Pro Wrestling watching Arcadia? That says something. Who know Arcadia? Who have Arcadia scouted? They've been. Brandon Vertigo's been dreaming of this match for almost a decade.
Now it is just a slugger. So what does that say about Vertigo?
They just punched themselves out
with Arcadia right now.
For now. Yeah. But Matt Vertigo is showing me a lot.
And you got to think about
his worst for him right here.
100% it's Matt Vertigo. He's had already.
Oh no!
But to be fair, Colin, we didn't even bring this up. There were
Good line. One kick.
Whoa, that's up done.
New champion! New champion! Big knee lift.
Oh, headbutt! But we were talking about how Vertigo has to wrestle 2 times. When Arcadia was Iron Man champion, he was doing this for a few months.
Yeah, but he did that to himself. You brought that title back to you.
But he was also successful.
Sure it was. Like I said, take nothing away from Arcadia. Obviously, you know I think enough of Arcadia that he is the only single
What does that say about
I
Vertigo?
work with outside this company. It says a lot. Matt Vertigo, that says something.
He's amazing.
Yes. No bones about it. He's one of the best I've ever seen.
Remember Vertigo's name at the end of the
I would put him on any show.
So what does that say about Vertigo, who is hanging with Arcadia?
Not into the top buckle. But Matt Vertigo is showing me a lot of resilience and fortitude. Arcadia.
Oh, we got the ropes.
What a reversal.
Oh no! Look at the frustration building in the
Kick. What?
Here comes.
Oh, that's a... New champion! New champion!
got a different
Arcadia went for that. That's a sweet move, and Vertigo turned it into a powerbomb.
And I just watched Paul put his hands up to his mouth like, oh no! You thought that might have been it.
I didn't want to scream.
You doubted Arcadia for almost going for that cutter that he won the match with today against Massacre.
Arcadia shrugs him off.
You just doubted him for 1 split second.
Kick. Now
What does that say about
right on the
And that's a sweet victory.
Near fall.
I don't remember Vertigo's name at the end of the night.
If this is
And if he's lucky, he'll even give him a
Sunset bomb.
Oh, not into the top buckle. Vertigo. Oh, the torque.
That might be it. 1, 2.
Arcadia.
Oh, we got the ropes. Look at the frustration building in the champion right now.
What? That could be a great match.
Look at him. Look at him. Yeah, we got a different link. Looks a little closer.
What is this?
Arcadia's mad.
Very rarely. Well, yeah. Because this is, don't forget, this match is a punishment for refusing Captain Team World. Oh,
He's going for that cutter that he won the match with earlier today against Massacre.
Arcadia shrugs him off. Kick. Off the ropes. Now will we see it?
That's it. And that's a sweet victory.
1, 2. So many near falls, Colin.
And it makes you wonder if this is just Matt Vertigo. Oh my God!
Oh, God, get him out of the ring!
Vertigo checking on him coming back. What might be?
This is what he's you might not care about the career. He is not going to let it slip through his fingers unless he's knocked out.
Well, he might be about to be knocked out.
That could be arranged. You can check on him.
Yeah.
There's still a best kind of driver looming.
Ring the bell.
Something you always have to be prepared for when you're in the ring with
A W is a W.
Oh, he got caught! He got caught coming in! Very rarely. Although Arcadia is a depth
Vertigo, very comfortable.
Coach his opponent on the top rope.
He doesn't need to.
He's going to have to take one shot.
This isn't part of our
So what does it say?
Right on the money, but he can't win the championship outside.
Like he's going for a superplex. He's ever evolving.
Oh, jeez! He shot at himself on the top rope, and he's standing on the apron. Look out below, champ!
Swanton right on the money!
Oh my God! That was your dude! You did it! No. Oh my God!
Oh, knocking him out of the ring!
He got all of that.
What are you checking on?
All of it. Well,
Archadia might have been able to kick out, but the wind is not. You might not care about the health and well-being of our professional wrestlers here, but referee Ryan T is.
I care about the health and well-being of that UWA Elite.
Like I said, the UWA Elite medical staff is really
check on him in the 10 seconds that it takes to cut him out.
Archadia ring the bell back, and this is the
Is that how you want Archadia to win this match? In a count-out?
A W is a W.
Archadia! Oh, he got caught! He got caught coming in! Oh! Just got shot in the face!
Switch places now. Vertigo, very comfortable flying.
And Vertigo knows he's gonna have to take one shot!
Nobody's home.
Triangle!
Right on the money, but he can't win the championship outside, Colin.
Reversal! Archadia up!
They got him with the cover. Saying that he is done with Archadia.
Oh my God! He got all of them! Oh my God! Chip time! Look out below, Chip!
Swanton right on the money.
Oh my God! That was your dude! You did it!
Hit two verticutters in a row.
He got all of that.
All of it. Archadia might have been able to kick out, but the wind is knocked out of that man. You were just complaining that the ropes were
I'll be honest, I didn't know if he really kicked out. That's why he was hemorrhaging.
You were complaining about it before. Man, like I said, the UWA Elite medical staff is really earning their money with our locker room tonight.
Archadia fires back, and this is the resiliency of a man who is driven by one thing. Oh, but he hangs himself up to try. Look out, kid! Just a shot, just like that. Where does the champion find his gear? Up and over. Let's go, driver! Well, kids. Nobody home.
He blocks it. Goes to home.
Have each other so well scouted. Reversal. Archadia up. He got him with the cover. Oh my God.
I don't think he got all of them.
Oh my God. Chip time. Stunner. He hit him. He hit it. All of it. But Arcadia's in the ropes.
He just hit two verticutters in a row.
But the veteran is Arcadia knew where it was, and in a smaller ring was easy.
I'm telling you right now.
You were just complaining that the ropes were too long.
That's why you're ready to go to the champion's
You were complaining about it before, now you're crazy.
I was just making an observation.
Contender. Oh my God. Anxious moments. The champion was a hair's breadth away. Oh, but he hangs Vertigo up to try. Oh no. Look out, kid. Oh, gross. And just like that, where does the champion find this gear? That's not a driver! Kids, it is academic. Ball game. Oh my God.
Got it?
You better turn around.
The champion can't be beat. Good job.
Wait! Wait a minute!
Give him his belt. This isn't his music.
Oh my God!
Brennan the Bull's here to shake the champion's hand.
Well, it's the #1 contender.
I just proved everybody that doubted me wrong. Archadia, look at me when I'm talking to you.
Oh.
June 3rd, Archadia.
Where's Brendan? That's oh my God. Archadia better turn around